Hey everybody, I hope you all had a wonderful holiday break. 2019 has been amazing for me as an Unreal Engine developer. You guys on the community have been amazing. I want to thank you all for all your support this year and for everything you've done to continue to encourage me to work on these projects and give me very useful suggestions and comments. And as a thank you to all, to end the year, I wanted to share a free project. And you can see here, and I'm calling it Drivable Car. This is a very simple blueprint, interaction blueprint that allows a third person character to basically possess a vehicle, drive it around, and then you can get out of the car. This is part of my procedural city generator, so if you've been following me on those videos, you've seen those vehicles that are on the streets. I really like that, and I wanted to kind of share that and give it away for free. So let's go ahead and click play and see exactly what you're getting, and then we're going to take a look at some of the code, and I'll explain to you how you can add this to your own projects in a matter of minutes. So let's go ahead and click play here. And the first thing you'll see is that it says, I'm going to make this full screen, approach the car and press E. This is all done through a blueprint interface, and there's an interact button on the project, and right now it's mapped to E. So all I'm going to do is approach the car that also has the same interface and press E. All right, so you guys can see, I'm going to go ahead and quit out of this. The vehicle blueprint has obviously just the regular controls that you would expect from a vehicle, but I also added two extra things that I thought would make it fun. One is at the top there's a compass. Actually, let me just go inside again, and I'm going to stop the music here. But you can see that at the top there's a compass. So if you're facing north, it'll just show N for north, and as you're driving around, west, southwest. So I'm basically updating the value at 45-degree angles. And I like this because it resembles a lot of the vehicles nowadays. You don't have like the PUBG kind of like scroll wheel, but instead you just have like a very simple direction, right? I'm going south, I'm going southeast, southwest, whatever. I thought that would be fun. The HUD I improved from the original car, in my opinion. It's a little bit more intuitive. It's on the bottom left. I have the controls. You can still change from outside camera to inside camera. And then to me, the most fun is the little music player that you see at the bottom right. So it's a actor component that you can add to your vehicle or any other blueprint, by the way. You can add as many songs as you like, and then you have controls like start and stop. You can press next. You can see that it does the blue, the noob, and then Z for previous. And you can even have some shuffling of the tracks. Pretty simple. So if you wanted to add this to your project, all you would do is open the project, click on Drivable Car, right click, and select Migrate. And you would migrate this to your content folder on your specific project. And if you open the third person character, on the event graph, the only code you would need to copy would be this in blue, this interaction. I have here a very simple box, and this just acts as a trigger for when you can interact with an object. It can be pretty much anything, a sphere, a box. You can make this bigger or smaller. But basically, I just wanted to allow, if the player is facing something or touching something from the front, then you'll be able to interact. So all you would need to do is add this interaction, copy paste it, and then copy this block of code here in blue, and you'll be able to interact. Notice also that if I go to the class settings, I have the interface BPI interaction added to that class. So you would have to do the same thing for your own custom character. Otherwise, you won't be able to access a lot of these functions here. And then there is a car base, BP car base, and this is the one that has the vehicle. The vehicle itself is a child of this, so you can easily add more children and change the mesh, but the code is the same. You can see that I'm disabling tick. I am having an event that checks rendering just for optimization. If the car is not being rendered, it disables a few things. And I also have a very simple function that randomizes the material, which is why every time I hit play, you can see that the car has a different color. And of course, there you go, red. So it is completely random white. You can add as many colors as you want, and the car is just going to pick out of a material list. You can see here, I just have 4. You can add as many materials as you want. So every time you hit play, the cars, even though they're the same mesh, they change material color. Pretty simple stuff. And then you have some collapse graphs here. Control, this is just all of the code to control the vehicle, including, and this is the most important part, the music player controls. I hard-coded X, Z, and C. You probably want to change it to something from your input manager settings, so it's a little bit easier. So feel free to change the controls here. And if you go to the interaction tab, this is the code that allows you to basically possess the car and drive it and then leave. And it has a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to go through all of the code, but this should be pretty self-explanatory if you follow here. And update HUD, this is just to update the HUD that you're seeing there. I'm doing it, I'm not doing it on tick, I'm doing it on a timer here. And it just updates the gear and the speed that you see in front. And that is pretty much it. The music player, like I said, is a component. And if I click here on comp_music player, there are very simple settings. Number one is whether it's active or not. It's active by default. If it's not active, it will not autoplay, right? Autoplay means as soon as you possess the car, it'll start playing. Shuffle songs means that it's not going to follow an order from the music list. It's just going to go pick a random one. And then obviously the music list is actually a map. And basically the map is a music file and what name you want it to appear on the HUD. So as you add more and more music files here, you can add whatever you want here, and this title is going to appear on the HUD. And that's pretty much it. It's very simple. You guys feel free to use this for whatever purpose you have. This is based on 422, so anything 422 and above you can use. There's going to be a link to the forum post on this video. Go to the link and then you can go ahead and download it for free. Again, this is just my way of saying thank you to all of you on the Unreal Engine community and my Discord community. All of you have been amazing, and I am just very grateful that I have you guys supporting me and giving me all your advice. So thank you guys so much again. I hope you enjoy this free project, and I'll talk to you in the next video.